I guess I'm going to start when I get one person to talk to. This Facebook Live thing is new to me. So, I'll wait. Oh, I got 4 people. Okay, I can start. Hi, guys. I am not going to keep you long, but I'm asking that you would share this video with any parents of children who will be doing remote learning this year. Okay? Hi, cousin. I was going to wait a little bit longer, but, I don't think I'm that popular to be waiting for, 100 people. But I'm going to get started, and I guess anybody can always go back and rewatch this. Because it's Friday at 7, and it's warm outside. And I'm sure people have places to be and go. Okay? So I wanted to come to assist parents with some hacks or resources for remote learning. Okay? I've been an educator for almost 20 years. I started out as a substitute, like kindergarten teacher in Atlanta. That didn't really work out for me. So I became a counselor. So, and also I don't have any biological children, but I have a whole lot of godchildren, 12 of them. In between March and June, I assisted 3 of my godchildren with remote learning. And so each day that I did that, before I went to bed, I prayed for all of the parents that I could think of, because remote learning is not easy. Okay? So guys, I'm excited about this sign I made. I wrote it backwards. Right? So let's get started. I'm gonna give you guys a few resources. I'm gonna try to read as you are typing. I don't really know how that's gonna work out, but we're gonna try. Okay? So there are a couple resources that I want to give to you off bat, specifically on IG. If you follow the hashtag remote learning, you will get so many resources. It's almost going to be overwhelming. So again, the hashtag remote learning. I want you guys to follow that hashtag, or remote learning 2020. Okay? So those 2 hashtags. Go on IG and just click the follow button. Okay? Also, there's a page that I love, and I just downloaded ebook by them. The IG is toy, TOY _ideas, IDEAS. So I gave you 3 IG handles. I gave you hashtag remote learning. That's for parents and educators. I'm giving you hashtag remote learning 2020. And then also at toy, TOY _IDEAS. Okay? Cool. And then I'll have more resources for you. There are actually some amazing educators that I know who are doing some things, or even they have been doing their own things with like emotional intelligence and working with kids one-on-one. So I'm going to reach out to those educators first, and hopefully next Friday I will be able to give you guys their resources, because I'm all about supporting other people, specifically ones that look like us. Okay, so the first hack is this book here. I got it from Amazon, guys. It says homeschooling, but it's remote. Listen, remote learning is homeschooling. They just want to call it for whatever they want to call it. They at home and they at school. Okay, so this is called The Ultimate Book of Homeschooling Ideas. There are over 500 activities. This comes in handy when you have if you have several children, like the 3 god kids that I worked with during quarantine was kindergarten, 4th grade, and 6th. Kindergarten is so different from 4th and 6th grade. So Karis would be done. And then too, she's a whiz. So she was done with her work like in 45 minutes. So I had to figure out, somebody said help. I'm here to help you, I promise. I had to figure out other activities for her, enrichment activities. That's why you would see, if you follow my IG, she's reading like chapter books. So I had to figure out extra stuff for her to do outside of what assignments her teachers gave, because she was well advanced. So this book is worth the money. Or if you the type that's like, listen, I'm on a super budget, I could screenshot some activities in here and send it to you. You just got to inbox me or send me an email. And my email is all over. Hi, Carnell. I miss you. It's all over. Okay, so if you want me to screenshot some ideas, I could do that. If you're on a budget, I get it. We all on budgets, okay? But this, I will call, this is the Bible of homeschooling. Okay, you'll see it on people's YouTube channels, on IGs. They use this. Okay, that's one. Two, I'm going to actually give you probably 5 hacks, and then I'll show you like some of the resources or different things that I use. Now, I do want to say this. I'm at my house right now, so all of the books that you guys see sometimes, me going through summer enrichment with my godchildren, that's at their house. I wasn't bringing all of that stuff. Hi, Tara, I missed you too. I wasn't bringing, and love you, I wasn't bringing all of that stuff to my house to just take it back, because what I do on Mondays with my godchildren is they do summer enrichment, okay? So I have some items here that I had already ordered, and then some that I bought, and then they have some at home. So I don't, we have a space downstairs in the basement for them. They have a lot more stuff. So just follow my IG. On Monday, I'll probably take videos and pictures of the stuff that I have or the setup we do at their house, okay? So number 1 hack for me, other than this book is more than a hack. Like I said, it's the Bible. If you can get it, great. If you can't, and you want me just to kind of screenshot some activities for you, depending on your child's age, inbox me or send me an email, and based on their age or their grade level, I will screenshot you some activities, okay? Okay, so I got 5 for you guys today. Because again, it's Friday. I'm not going nowhere. But it's hot outside. The sun is out. I'm sure y'all want to go somewhere. Do something. The first is to identify your village or your team. And so when I say village, I mean, who are the people that can support you and help you through this whole remote learning process? So for my godchildren and then their parents, I'm a part of the village, along with their other godmom, who happens to be my sister, and then their other big sister, who's my sister. We are all a part of the village. Their Mina, their grandma, is a part of the village. You need the village or you need a team when you need to tap out. And it's nothing wrong with being a parent that needs to tap out. I honestly prayed for all parents between March and June. I have not had a baby, okay, ever in life. I don't have any biological kids, but I felt your pain. I promise you, I don't know if I was, that's why I started interceding and wailing for y'all. I felt y'all. I felt the confusion and I felt the pain. So I prayed first for all the people that I can remember. Of course, my godchildren and nieces and nephew parents, but I was praying for people around the world, even in China, y'all, because you need a team. You need a village, okay? So if that means, and when I say a village or a team, trusted adults. If you have siblings that can come over, that can watch your kids while they're doing work or assist them, or college students are home. Like my niece attends Miles College, but she's doing remote learning from here. She's not in Alabama this semester. So she helped me a little bit, kind of, because they be fighting with each other, even though she's 19 and they like 12 and 13. But she's very helpful with, math and different things like that, or your appearance. But just find your team and find your village, because you're going to need some assistance. You're going to need to tap out, because you are spending literally 24 hours, 7 days a week with your kids. And I do know, they're your kids, but still, I don't know why people expect that. Come on. Especially when you had kids going to school for 7 and 8 hours, you were doing your own thing. At least you had 30 or 45 minutes before they came through the door throwing a book bag. Now you don't even have that. So I feel for you. But who is your team, okay? Some can physically come in the house and assist you, and that's great if you have people like that. But you can also have a team that's visual. Like I do visual tutoring. I did a visual reading session with a, how old is she? 5-year-old, and her mom was amazed. I mean, they on a computer anyway. They're on YouTube anyway, learning all kind of stuff. So I was able to keep her engaged for an hour and a half. She didn't move. One reason, because I told her not to move. You know, I'm very loving, but I've been an educator for how many years? I know how to tell a kid, and I don't have to know your kid to sit down, and they listen. So figure out who your team is. That's number one. Who is your village? And if you don't have anyone, I really pray for you. If you don't have nobody, and I'm talking about not just physically, but somebody that you could, like, you're watching me now on Facebook Live, or you can Zoom in, man, I'm praying for you. I don't even have an answer for that. If you don't have one person, my heart goes out to you. If you really don't have a person like that, and you telling me the truth, inbox me, because I mean, my heart goes out to you. But you got somebody, unless you was one of those people that took your kids to somebody's house and you were supposed to go get them back in 2 days and you didn't come for 5 days. Yeah, I get it. Folk ain't going to deal with you. My suggestion is repent and say you sorry, okay? And send some gift cards, because you going to need your team. So I do know, or your village, I do know CPS is saying they have plans now from, I guess, September to November, just that quarter. But think about this, guys. November is what? Flu season. So you can plan for your kid to go back to school in November. I'm not trying to be a killjoy. I don't think it's going to happen. I just don't. Okay? I just don't. So my suggestion is plan for the semester. Plan for the whole year if you can. But plan for the semester. Plan from September to December. Like I said, your team, your village, people that can come and tag in and assist you. Okay? That's number one. All right? Number two is make a schedule and stay organized. Okay? So I'm not really going to get into like the information that I know Chicago Public Schools have kind of sent out and is working on, but there are some school districts that have a schedule already for your child. They want your child to log in at a certain time. I don't know how it's going to be. I just don't see schools expecting kids to look at a computer for 7 hours. I just don't see that. I could be wrong, so correct me if I'm wrong. But some schools have a schedule where they want your child to sign in by 9 or 7:45 or something like that. When we were doing quarantine, they were sending us to work. And my godchildren that I was working with, they are not in Chicago Public Schools. They're in another district. They will send us to work on Monday, and then we will have to figure out the schedule throughout the week. What I found that worked better for them, and also for me, because I'm really not a morning person. I mean, I get up if I have to, but if I don't have to, just let me sleep. Or I literally would stay up all night. I don't know. So we would actually start school at 10 a.m. At 10 a.m. we would start school for them. By 2, and that included a lunch break, they were finished. They were legit finished, okay, with their work. We were able to check it, and they were going about their day. We also found that we didn't have to do school for 5 days a week. And again, this is based on your children. If you have a kid that is not a morning person and the district is not requiring them to get online at 8 or 9, talk a little bit about, like figure out what's best for them. Like you know your child. Some of you had to whoop your kids almost every morning, the same kid every morning, and it's because they just not morning people. And for us, if we're trying to get out the house, we frustrated. You moving slow. I told you to put your pants on 30 minutes ago. You still walking around in your boxers. We swat our kids for anything. The way they look, we just do that. Ain't no judgment here, okay? So I know some kids that would get a whooping every day. You know why? Because they just wasn't morning people. Don't talk about my niece. Don't talk about my niece. I see you punching my name up here. She's not a morning person. So if the district is not requiring her to sign in at 9, maybe she can start school at 10. Remember, this is in your hands. Like, if a district hasn't given you a schedule, or they will not give you a specific schedule, then you can start school and end school when you feel like it. Again, my godchildren from March to July, we figured it out. I'm going to say April because March we were still trying to do getting up early. From 10 to 2, and they had an hour lunch break. Most of the time during that lunch break, I was checking work. And if I couldn't figure something out, especially that 6th grade math, I had my sister look at it. Okay? And so by 2 o'clock, they were finished. Sometime by 1 o'clock. And they would do school from Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday. I'm telling you, 3 days a week, they were getting everything done. And all 3 of them finished the school year with great grades. Like, ask their mama. They did. They worked hard, but kids honestly don't have to be at school for 7.5 hours. You know why they there for 7.5 hours? Because we have to work and we got to do stuff and it's beneficial for us. But like, they really don't have to be working for 7.5 hours, okay? So I'm gonna show you a few things that I have here. And excuse me, I'm not on my computer. I'm on my phone. It was tripping, y'all. And I don't know if I'm sleepy from not really getting sleep. But I'm going to kind of show you guys, if you can see. Scooch up. This, you see this a lot of times in like kindergarten classrooms. This thing here is a joy. Now, you can write on this with those dry erase markers and put the times there. Okay? I got all of this stuff from Amazon. Okay? There is another site that I'm kind of working to get some things from. They're called We Buy Black. And so they're like the Black Amazon. Next week, I'll have more information about some stuff that they have. But I got all of this stuff from Amazon. Okay? So this here. And when I say they have the welcome, lunch, recess, home time, all of that. Your own schedule. I also have... And I'm sorry I'm moving this around. I was planning to use my laptop. It just didn't work out for me. A monthly planner and a weekly one, especially if you have more than one child. Okay? So I'm going to move this back over here. So plan your schedule. Of course, and my hand was all in the way, y'all. My Facebook Live is so ghetto, but it's cool. It's cool. As long as y'all get the information. So... like I said, do the schedule. That's number one. If your school districts give you a schedule, stick with that schedule, figure it out, and just kind of follow it. If they don't, then that is, and you guys are asking me questions as I talk. I'm sorry. Start asking them for me. That's number one. Figure out a schedule. Now, when you're doing the schedule also, figure out a specific space where your kids will work. Like they know when they go to that space, it's work time. For my godchildren, it was in a basement at the bar. And they all had their own seats. And then they had their own like little baskets where all the information was put in. I also have baskets like this. You can do subjects, but I suggest if you have more than one kid, give a kid each a basket. And let me tell you what I did with these. So in March through June, the schools would send us their weekly schedule of all the assignments that they had to complete, right? So as they're completing assignments on Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, they would put it in their bin. And their bin's at the house, and I'll show when I go back to their place. Like, they're a little bit more like a basket. They would put all of their work there. Because even if they did stuff online, we took notes about stuff or we checked stuff off. So I would know exactly what we were uploading and submitting on that Friday. So that helped out a whole lot. Again, these are from Amazon. Okay? And if you got older kids, like some of you guys I see on here, you guys have middle school age kids. Make them do the work. Like, they can make the signs, they can make their own baskets, and they can run a lot of stuff themselves. The other thing that's great about remote learning and homeschooling is you can kind of include your own subjects in a day. Like, they do math, science, social studies. Man, we also had clean up your room time, brother. Take them dishes out of the dishwasher, sister. We had sweep those floors time. We had all of that. So you can include anything you want to add in there. Some people, did like my godchildren did a leadership development course. Their parents paid for something. They did that, I think, on Fridays. Some people did a scripture of the day. If you're Christian, whatever you want to add, your kids are in front of you. So now you have a sense of control. Whereas when they were in school for 7 hours, 5 days a week, they go to school, they come back with homework that half of us didn't even know how to do. Okay, so just take advantage of the time. Okay, I am teaching kids. Okay, so I'll talk about that a little bit later. After I go through these hacks. Okay, but I do offer services. Virtual services for kids, because I'm not going in no houses with shields right now. I mean, I love y'all, but it's specific houses that I can go to now, but I'm not traveling, but I do virtual tutoring. I also do, if your kids are doing remote learning, what I could do is get all of their assignments for the week, space it out, keep tabs on what they complete. Get online with them, and this is another thing I'm going to show you. Get online with them if they need help with something. I have these dry erase boards. The kids love working on these. Okay, I also use these when I'm actually doing a virtual session. So really specifically for math, I would ask you screenshot their work or email it to me. We will work out a problem literally right online. Okay, so these are great. 36 coming here. Again, I got everything that you're going to see today, I got from Amazon. Okay, so these are great. But I work with kids virtually. And again, we can talk about that a little bit later because it's a little bit more information that I would need, and I need access to a lot of their stuff. So, inbox me or send me an email. We can talk about it, okay? I will send you quotes right after this, okay? The next, I got a few other things I want to show you guys. I also want to show you guys these sight words. This is what I use. Like, kids can start reading actually, y'all, at like 2 and 3 years old, especially African-American kids. Like, go Google some real research, and you will see, like, between, I would say, did they say 6 months to maybe 3 years, when there's research to show that African-American kids are far more advanced than kids of other races. I ain't no racist, but Black Lives Matter to me. I'm just saying. So you could definitely teach kids how to start reading. When they start looking at you crazy and rolling their eyes, they ready. When they start saying no and throwing food, they're ready. So this is the box. Let me show you. I got it from Amazon too. But it's sight word flashcards. Now, they have different levels. And they say it starts at 3, but my godson, I'm gonna get him next weekend. He just turned 1. Milo gonna be over here reading these cards because he talk a whole lot of junk to his parents. But when he get over here with me, I got this level 1 for him. Milo gonna go back knowing these words, okay? So I think the level, it goes all the way up to about maybe level 6. That's not grade level. It just depends. Kids read on all grade levels, not depending on their age. That's another thing I have an issue with schools with. Just because your kid is 6, don't mean they all will be on the same grade level or reading level, okay? But these are some of the sight words. You see these? I'm not going to give him these hard ones right here, but he going to get like and the and by and hi. He can say that stuff. But you can start like as these words, okay? So it's a whole maybe 6 different levels of these. And they also have like these kind of like keychains that you can hold them. I'm just opening this, so that's why I didn't put them on those yet. Okay? I think I want to show you guys one more. Let me show you one more thing, and then I'm going to move to number 3. I also have these posters. Again, I got all this stuff from Amazon. One reason I have this, and I hope you guys can see this. I'm going to move back some. It's posters with like multiplication, addition, geometry stuff. One reason why I bought this stuff is so I can remember. Like some of this stuff I could not remember. Like, when I would see some of that work, like Micah, I'm going to tell on myself. Micah had his whole math page wrong because of me. It was terrible. So his teacher, because Micah is really good at math, so she was like shocked. You know, like, oh my God, what's going on? So she sent a message to us. It was like, oh, I'm going to have to go on Zoom because I want to go over this math thing with Micah. Micah's my star student in math, so I'm trying to figure out what's going on. So Micah was just staring me down, and you know Micah, staring me down. So we got on the Zoom together, and before she even got started, I said, Miss So-and-so, Micah got all that wrong because of me. I think he told me how to do it, but, you know, I was being prideful, so I do apologize. But she walked me through how to do it. So use the teachers. But, yeah, like these fractions and stuff, baby, I couldn't remember that stuff. I couldn't. They have all of this. It's coming one, decimals, all of this good stuff. Okay? I'm telling you, this will do wonders. And if you're one of those parents that the schools are opening, but you're a little shaky about sending your kids back, and again, that's you. I'm not even going to comment on what's best for your kids. And you're deciding to homeschool them, just reach out to me or wait till these Fridays for the next 3 more Fridays, I got some more sessions. But all of this stuff comes. Look at all of this. The thousandth place and all of that. Baby, I forgot about that stuff. Like, I know how to say the numbers now, don't get me wrong. But I forgot. 100,000th place and 10,000. I forgot about that stuff. I'm not even gonna lie. And y'all, I've been in school since I was 3. So, I forgot. Subtraction tables, look at that. Addition, all of it. It's so many, so I'm not gonna go through each and every one of them. But even like this was very helpful for like word problems. You know, trying to teach kids when to use addition, subtraction, division, like what words equal what. This is really good, okay? Telling time, all of that good stuff, okay? That's just some things that I got. Again, everything is from Amazon. Next week, I'm going to put you guys on to We Buy Black, because if you know me, that's what I've been buying, and I'm trying to transition to. But right now, Amazon is the place to go. Number 3. So number 1 was to identify your village or your team. Number 2, make a schedule, stay organized. Number 3 is be open to over communicating with teachers in the school. Okay? So if you don't understand, you know, what's going on and you have questions, it's okay to email them. Like, it is okay, I promise. And I don't have to know their personalities to say that. If they're teaching remotely, they're getting a check, okay? So it is okay for you to email. Don't harass nobody. Oh, I used to hate when parents, honey, I just got triggered. When I used to try to harass people, like come up like, what we gonna do? No, you're not. No, you're not. You're not about to do that. But go ahead and email them. And for some, I know some teachers with my God Kids School District, their mom was texting teachers. Like Micah's, when I did all that wrong stuff, that teacher text. She was like, Miss Ma'am, I don't know what's going on, but Micah got all of this wrong and he's good at math. So over communicate with the school. Figure out what they're expecting. If they are expecting work to be submitted by Friday, you need to know that. Like you need to, and I get it. A lot of you guys are going to be working. And, you know, you have somebody else at the house with them and they've been doing work. I get it. You get back home, you tired. You still got to do laundry because they done put on 3 different outfits. Why? Because they didn't go nowhere. I get it. But try to stay in the know. Like, try to make sure you know what's going on. Even with their lessons, even if you don't necessarily know how to do everything, look at whatever they're being required to do for that week. Okay? And if you have any questions about that, then you need to reach out by email or phone to that educator. We had a few issues where Nyla was assigned a few things, specifically for science, and she was like on part 2 of something. She never did part 1, you know, and she was struggling and then had us struggling for about 40 minutes when we realized they didn't even send you with part 1. So I said, Nyla, because she's 12, Nyla, send an email to your teacher and let her know that you never got the link for part 1. Her teacher was like, oh my God, she had forgotten to give the whole class the part 1. We all forget stuff. So it was no problem. That was no problem. We got part 1 and we was able to do the assignment. Okay? So just communicate with teachers. Whether y'all like each other or not, that's not even important. You know, you can communicate with people that you really don't like. It's fine. You know, just communicate with them. Email them or have the kid. If your kid is old enough, email the teachers. And watch your kids' email, because I had a friend whose son sent their teacher. I ain't going to say your name because you might be on here. But the son sent the teacher an email, and he was like, please stop giving us all this work. Read your kids' emails, though, so they won't be out here. Had you out here looking crazy. That was funny to me. Okay, so that was 3. Number 4 is encourage your children to stay in contact or in touch with their friends. Okay? So, listen, social media, we got all of that. My godsons, and I'm saying with an S, the older ones, they probably talk to each other every day, probably with the exception of my older one that lives in North Carolina, because they all play Fortnite. And you, Queen talking about don't do him. I ain't say his name. They play Fortnite, so they keep in contact that way. Some, call and FaceTime. And then now with certain things letting up, depending on how you feel, you can have, that's up to you with your house. Inviting, certain kids over, if they're, you're not worried really about germs, but just encourage them to stay in contact with their friends. That's going to be very important, because what I was finding, and I'm by trade a counselor, I'm a social worker, I'm a therapist. When I was working with some of the older students, high school students, they were like grieving, and they didn't know what it was. Like when I really kind of reached out and started talking to them, and they were explaining to how they were feeling, they were grieving the loss of being able to socialize with their friends every day. They were grieving, the loss of being able to get up and leave the house for a few hours and just be with people their own age. They were grieving. So encourage your kids to keep in contact with their friends. Know who your kids' friends are too, but that's a whole nother subject. Like, we know which ones are the bad ones, and we know the ones that are, so just encourage them to keep in contact with friends, and I'm gonna leave it at that, okay? That's number 4. And then finally, it's take lots of breaks and try not to stress yourself out. Life is stressful already. Hi, Kayla. That's my daughter, y'all. I got a whole lot of kids. I just didn't have them. Yeah, life is, when you wake up in the morning, you feel stressed, especially if you, after a certain age, you wake up and your neck, you be like, why is my neck tight? The stress of life of a 40-year-old, I'm telling you. So try your best not to stress yourself out, and don't be stressing the kids out. And I'm guilty of this, okay? I'm guilty of this. I was stressing my god kids out. I was tripping. I got better. We balanced it out. But take lots of breaks. So if you have a kid who moves around a lot, do things chunking in 15 to 20 minutes times. Like, hey, bro, if you sit here for 15 minutes and do this, then I'm going to give you 5 or 10 minutes to go and run upstairs and get on your iPad or run laps. They was going upstairs running around in circles. The kids, just like we was tired of being in the house, they was tired of being in the house. Okay? So my sister on here trying to antagonize me, but I rebuke you. Okay? I just said that I was stressing the kids out, and I learned my lesson. I was stressing them kids out. Like I was. So I had to be like, Brenda, calm down. Okay? But yeah, take lots of breaks. I would try to get them to eat before they came downstairs. Again, we started at 10 o'clock because we had our own schedule. In about an hour or so, they were like, can we take a break? Go ahead, get a snack. And then also with the snacks, that's up to you guys. Kids just eat all day. What we started to do, it didn't work. I'm not going to lie. We started to get baskets like this. And then for each day, they put their snacks in there. And that's the only snacks they're supposed to eat for the day. We started about a week, but then they'd eat all their snacks on Tuesday and they'd be looking crazy. We started about a day. Then after a while, we just let them go in that pantry because it was just too much. Like, it was too much. But if you can keep some kind of order with snacks, because, you know, kids would just eat all day like we were. Adults was eating all day too. And that refrigerator, I promise a couple times I went to the refrigerator, I promise I heard the refrigerator say, why do you keep bothering me? Like, you just be eating when you're in the house. So if you can, like, get some baskets and just like, hey, look, these are your snacks for the day, brother, sister. This is it. That will help you out a whole lot too with grocery shopping. Okay. They will take a break after an hour. They do another, you know, session of work for another hour. And then I would literally give them a 45 minutes to an hour break. For me, that was helpful for me because I can look over their work during that time. Or honestly, they could just leave me alone. I can get on IG and laugh or YouTube and just leave. Like, I needed a break too. Because I'm thinking about y'all. Y'all are stressing your minds because, especially if you got more than one child. You over here doing language arts with this one. You doing math with that one. A whole science project. I remember, not Karis, but Nyla we had to find stuff around the house to build something. A robot out of boxes. I'm like, bro, what is y'all doing? But we did it, of course, because it was an assignment and take pictures with it. Just all kind of stuff, y'all. All kind of stuff. So take lots of breaks. But like I said, if you have control over your schedule it based on your household. If you guys are early risers, that's great for you. Be early risers. Get on up. Let them start. And they can be done by noon, actually. Because they don't need 7 hours to do work. Like, I'm telling you, like, where we do school and education in America is, like, laughable. And I'm saying this for 20 years of working for the education. It is laughable. Like, what are we really doing? So they don't need 7 hours for that. If they are not morning people, again, you know if your child's a morning person because they used to get in trouble all the time. When they woke up with an attitude and then you be mad, like, who you got attitude with? Why you looking at me crazy over the cereal? If they like that, give them an extra hour, man. Give them an extra hour. You know your kids. And especially if they like the baby, like if you got 3 or 4 kids, it's something about that 3rd and 4th child. No shade to y'all because I got kids that's 3rd and 4th, but they different, okay? They are different, okay? Now, if you have one, some of y'all on here I see Miss Cobb. Hi, Miss Cobb. If you got one great kid, some of y'all got some really good, great kids, bless you. You got 3 and 4, that 3rd or 4th kid. Those are usually my favorites, but they something else. They will send you, okay? So, again, I'm going to go over the 5 things again. And then I'm going to look at a few questions. And then I'm going to leave y'all alone, okay? Oh, no, I forgot something. This is great for younger kids, especially the ones who finish work quicker than everybody else, okay? Instead of just letting her play Roblox, I do art stuff with her and let her make stuff. I got all of this, like I said, from Amazon. And this thing will last. This is actually the second time I'm buying this. The other one lasted literally from April until July-ish with all the activities, okay? So I'm going to go over the 5 hacks one more time, and then I'll answer some questions because I think that's everything that I have here. I'm sorry if I'm looking a little off, y'all. Okay. So, again, first is identify your village or your team. You need people to tag in. Okay? You need somebody to be like, hey, come save me, SOS. You just do. Even if it's a 2-parent home now, and this ain't just for single parents. It could be 2 of y'all in that house. Man, you got 3 or 4 kids, they running it. You don't think they do. They run it, though. I sit back and watch it like, y'all really think y'all in control or something. No, you ain't. No, you not. And that don't make you a bad person or a softie. But these kids be running. Number 2 is make a schedule, okay? Again, unless the school district itself makes your kids sign on, and I know some are doing that. The kid has to be signed on by 7:45, 8, 9 o'clock. If they're not doing that and they're just sending them weekly assignments, make your schedule for your house, okay? Make your schedule for your house, okay? Hi, Sharon. No, that's LaShawn and Sharon. And Carol. Hey, y'all. Okay, I'm getting distracted. I got a little ADHD. Okay, number 3. Be open to over communicating with teachers in the school. Try to keep a very positive relationship with the teacher. Okay, even if you gotta like bite your tongue, because again, y'all on y'all end, listen, and that's why I'm coming as the mediator. Y'all on y'all end is stressed the heck out because you got these kids in your face. They look like you, but they in your face 24/7, like gone somewhere. Okay, you got them all this time, so I pray for y'all. I do. All right, and then you got teachers on the other end trying to figure out, and yes, it's remotely, but they're still trying to literally figure out different ways to teach 30 different kids online now. Now they used to sit in a classroom where it was stuffed with kids and you couldn't really move, and they were trying to, give out assignments depending on how your child learns. Now they're trying to do it virtually. So everybody is a little shaken. Plus, we still don't know what's going on with COVID. Police still out here shooting people and carrying on. And listen, I love cops. I got some amazing cops in my family, but we know who we talking about. They still out here with all the stuff they still shooting for. Then we got, this whole thing with, we got an election year. The post office done broke down because they done took money from, it's so much going on, I get it. And we're not even going to talk about y'all jobs. Half of y'all don't really want to keep the job you got, but you need to pay your bills, So I'm praying for y'all. I'm saying all that to say, just breathe, okay? Get some people that can tag you in. And if you want my services, I can literally watch your kids from a computer. Like, I know that could sound crazy. Try me. Just try me. I'll get some of y'all a free trial, 30 minutes. I bet you they won't move. And I don't care how old they are. I bet you they won't move. I bet you. Now, if they little babies, them little babies be running me. But if they at least 3+, I can keep them engaged for 45 minutes to an hour. A teenager, a college student, I can, okay? So if you got to even tag people in online, go ahead, tag them online, okay? Then you want to encourage your kids to keep in contact with their their friends. I'm sorry, it's my students. Their friends. Whether it's through Zoom meetings, they can't really have play dates, depending on how, think this thing is going with COVID and stuff. Figure out ways where they can still connect with their friends, because that is somebody mentioned mental health. The greatest thing about this whole remote learning, if you have to do it, is you're going to be able to watch your kids, okay? And it's very difficult as an educator to have 30, 35 students in a class and identify everything. Like, you see certain things, but when you have your kid like in front of you, you will see their level of emotional intelligence. You will see, when they are, all of a sudden they whole mood change. You will be able to like really see this stuff before. Not that you're a bad parent or anything. You was probably too tired. Like, by the time you get home, get in the shower and let me make you this Chef Boyardee ravioli or something. But now, because they're sitting in front of you, you're going to be able to see that. So if you can see some things emotionally off or whatever, my suggestion is that you just kind of reach out to somebody that they could possibly talk to. But them connecting with their friends and classmates, even if it's a weekly Zoom or something like that, that kind of lifts their spirits. And I saw it with my own eyes. And then lastly, take lots of breaks, man. Take a lot of breaks. Okay, if you start at 9 and you feel like it need to be a break at 9:20, ain't nobody gonna judge you. Y'all take a break, water break, juice break, go to the bathroom. Oh, I don't have to. Just try. Take breaks. Okay. And then the last thing I want to give you guys before I let you go is one of the IG account that I gave you guys earlier. I think it was at toy, T-O-Y, _ideas. I got an ebook from them on practical strategies to improve your child's attention during remote learning. It is awesome, y'all. Now listen, I paid like $10 for it. y'all could just email me and I can give it to you. You know, and I'm going to just probably like send her a little extra money because I feel a little guilty about, you know, just buying it for $10 and then sharing it with 10 people. But I'll figure it out. I'll support her some other way. But I have it, and it's amazing, y'all. If you got kids that fidget, you got kids that, I mean, literally, in 5 minutes, you ask them, you know, read something, you ask them what was it about, and they can't tell you. Don't be hollering at them and stuff, because that's stressful. Don't holler. But this thing, and I'm glad you mentioned something. My sister just said incentives. This ebook gives you actually a list of incentives that you can do with your kids. That we're gonna talk about that like next week. Incentives, little things that you can do with your kids to make sure they're doing their work and staying focused and, you know, doing housework or whatever. We'll talk about that next week. But if you want this practical strategies to improve your child's attention during remote learning, send me an email because it'd be easier. Inboxing and then me copying and pasting, I might forget. Send me an email to accesschicago.collegeandcareers@gmail.com. Quitty, can you type that for me in the chat? It's accesschicago.collegeandcareers@gmail.com. Christina. Exactly. Don't like y'all. We seen those videos where you got a belt, you know, and you asked if Johnny had 5 apples and then you ate one, how many? And the kid looking at you like, you know, sometimes they be tired, and then sometimes they take after their daddies. We, you know, like no shade to them daddies, but you know, sometimes man folk, I love them. I'm trying to find me one. They be slow. Thank you, sister. That's my email. So if you want this ebook, Practical Strategies to Improve Your Child's Attention During Remote, you would think it's just for smaller kids, even teenagers. Like, they minds be somewhere else. They minds be on IG or Cardi B or whatever. Brother, sister, I need you to focus on this right now, and you can worry about that later. It'll help all ages. Okay? You guys have any questions? I don't know what time it is. Okay. We got maybe 12 minutes. You guys have any questions that you want me to attempt to answer? I know I talked a little fast. Just re-look at it for information. I gave you all the information that I have for today. Next week. Okay, yep. Thank you. Hi, Deb. That's my I guess we soul food sisters. What are we? I don't know. We known each other for like 10 plus years. Yep, the ebook is going to be great. You got twin boys, sis. Yeah. Email me. I'm going to email you tonight. Because boys are different. I learned that the hard way with my godson. Hi, Lanisha. Do you guys got some questions for me? If you send me the email, I would definitely send you this ebook tonight. I'll make sure I do that tonight, y'all. I'm tired, though. I did not go to sleep today. 2 hours. I stayed up all night. I was on a high. Not that high, but ain't no judgment. For my seminar I did, and my brain would not shut off. And so I fell asleep probably like at 8 a.m. Then I got back up at 10. So I'm tripping. But yeah, I'm here, guys. I've been praying for you, sis. I promise you. Like every person that I knew with kids, I'm going to show you guys my little book. I had y'all names. And I even put the kids' names. Like, I was praying for y'all March to June. If y'all felt some strength, I was praying. Okay? I think Michelle Orange just emailed me. Yeah, so send me an email. And 2, I'm going to talk a little bit next week. The topic is like resources. I'm going to talk a lot about like mental health as it relates to little people. You have, Sharice, call, you text me. Text me about Sid. I got you on that. I got you on my knees. I got a whole curriculum for seniors. Oh, my college babies need help too. Tell them to text me. Tell them to text me. Okay? I don't know if they're back on campus. Is Jeremiah on campus or he's doing remote learning? My niece is here doing remote learning, and she already like, man, whatever. But I could help them too. College students, I got you too. Hi, Orange. I knew that was you. I saw you on my... Yes, my soul food niece. What grade is Amaya in now? Did she graduate? Oh, that's a good question. Someone asked a question about an IEP. Listen, even if it's remote learning, they will have to for their IEP meeting, if they're up, for evaluation or like renewing their IEP, they're gonna have to do some kind of Zoom meeting with you. They're required by federal law to figure that out. So press them, and you start right now with, hey, do you have a date for my child's IEP meeting? And I actually know someone that I'm actually going to talk to Sunday, who is a diverse learning teacher, and she's going to start providing specific services for students with IEP virtually. So hopefully by next week we can have her up and running, and I can give you her information. But she's amazing. Okay, but yeah, for IEP, push them now. I get it. Everybody's all over the place. They're trying to figure stuff out. But for that IEP, now, come on. And advertise your prices for tutoring. Okay, so I'll put it up. But generally, I have prices, y'all. But you know how we do with, cousins and stuff. You be trying to give them deals. But ultimately, I charge about $75 an hour. Now, if you have several children, that $75 is for the hour. Okay, I've had 3 kids in a session for the 75, and mama was like, that's all I got. So I was able to do some tutoring and helping each child for a few minutes, and then help the one that really needed the most help for an hour for $75. That's on the low end. Now, when we start getting into like me assisting them all week with their work, checking on their work, making sure everything's done, and then submitting their work every week, those dollars go up. Okay, but I can send you guys the actual list. Because once I start sending prices, I can start having conversations with people, and then they stop talking to me. Someone said, I have an 8-year-old granddaughter. No, not too young. I can work with students as young as pre-K 4. Okay? Now, if I know them, I would say 3. But pre-K 4, okay? All the way up to college. And it's just not me. I have a team right now, okay? Marquita said, contact your child's case manager to get them to schedule the IEP ASAP. She's a school counselor for Chicago Public Schools, so she will know for that annual review, the one that asked about the IEP. Okay? It needs to be revised. Yep, get on them right now. Like, get on them right. And I really pray for parents who have students with IEPs, because one thing about a student, and that's just an individual learning education plan. Okay, kids with IEPs are not super different from anybody else. I feel like all kids learn differently anyway. We just put them all in the power and make them figure out how to learn the way we want them to. So an IEP is just a plan that's individualized. I think every student should have one of those, because everybody learns differently. But this remote learning for a lot of them, it was really bad. It was really bad for some of them because of the focus and them staring at like a computer. It was just a lot for them. So press them and start pressing them now, and keep a trail of all the emails that you sent. I don't necessarily have connections of people in Michigan. All of my team just will work remotely. I do know a few people in Michigan, but I'd have to talk to them first before I can, but they're not connections right now. Are kids in Michigan doing remote learning? Sure. Sharice, I almost called you your name in the group. I almost said it like out there. Like, are they doing remote learning, or are they going back to school? Because I can work with anybody, specifically high schoolers. And that won't be a problem. I work with all of them and college students remotely. You guys have any more questions for me? It's almost 8. Yeah, and I'm a little hungry. But remember, you can always send me an email. I see some of them popping up right now. Or you can inbox me. Oh, some are. Okay. Send me a message, Sharice. Inbox me. I don't know if my number been the same for 10 years, but I don't know if you still got it. But inbox me because I want to know what grade level is Amaya in, and how. I know she's high school. I know she didn't graduate and I missed it, because if I did, I'm such a trifling auntie. Okay, yeah, send me a message. So we'll talk offline. My email, sister, can you put that back in the chat? It is access, ACCESS, Chicago, college and careers @gmail.com. I'm gonna see if my sister can put it back in the chat for you. But yeah, once you send me the email, I'm going to assume, if you don't put nothing in there, that you just want the ebook. But if you need specifics, yeah, senior. Okay, I didn't miss her graduation. I got her. Send me a message. I got a whole curriculum for seniors from specifically on college and careers, though. And then I can assist, or I have some people that can assist, like with tutoring and stuff, writing their college essays, all of that good stuff. Okay? Y'all, I'm just trying to be here to help. I'm an educator, and I'm a godmommy of 12 and an auntie to 1,000,000. So I feel your pain. I don't know what you're feeling, because I can take that back, because from March to June, we were stuck together. So yeah, I felt a little bit of y'all pain. But I'm just trying to figure out ways to help. But if you want like my actual services, send me a message, and I can get you those actual price lists based on what you need, okay? And I get it. We all out here, you know, got that one little check from the government. They so bogus for that. So I get it with the whole money. But I have stimulus check. Like, man, y'all tripping. But I gotta make some money too. So what I'm offering here is the free part. You know, I have no problem. If you know me, I give freely. But I have bills that don't give me freely. So we can work some stuff out. Hi, Caprina. You got a no, did your baby graduate from high school? You got another little baby too. But yeah, if you want my services, or you just want to know more about him, go ahead and send me a message. And if you look at the prices and you looking like, baby, I can't do that, it's okay. I will not be offended. I won't. Just come to these Facebook lives, and I'll give you as much information as I can, or resources that you can go to. Next week, I'm gonna have a lot of like YouTube and websites. Like, a lot of people are asking about reading programs for their kids. You can get those books from Amazon too, but there are reading programs online that are great, and I'm gonna give that information out. Okay, and that stuff is free. Of course, they have like a little commercials and promotionals that ask you if you want more, but everything that I'm gonna give you is free on these Fridays. Okay, if I don't see no more questions, I'm a little hungry. I'm gonna sign on off. Y'all got 2 more minutes. You guys are very welcome. You're welcome. Hi, Phoebe. Yes, one do graduate, and I do have a little one. Yes, I knew it. That's why I was like, you got a little one. So if you're the one that's graduating this year, send me an inbox or an email, Caprina. I could share with you freely a curriculum that I do with my seniors that you can walk her through yourself if you want. And then, or if you want to pay for services for me to do it, that's fine. But I can give you a curriculum that I actually do, and you can just actually kind of walk her through it. Because a lot of stuff is going to be online, from career exploration to picking schools to the Common App, the college essay, all of that good stuff. Okay? Eat something yummy. Girl, I got to get back on keto. I slipped, man. I slipped right on off. So, no, I got to get back on keto, y'all. I got to lose this weight. Because we was snacking during quarantine, baby. We was tearing that food up. All right, y'all. Make sure you guys share this video with as many parents as you know. Okay? And send an email. But again, my email is my niece. What are you doing? It's access, ACCESS, Chicago, college and careers @gmail.com. I think it's in the email is in the feed. If you go up some, it's there. Okay? All right, guys, I'm about to sign off. You guys have a great weekend. Okay? Yeah, them pounds, yes. We got to overcome that, sis. Just thick for no reason. Y'all have a great weekend, and I will be back. I don't know how to pin it. Let me try Caprina. Hold up before I go. No, that ain't it. Niece, how do I? Let me see if I know how to do it. I'm going to try to pin my email, y'all. And again, I'm supposed to be on my computer. My computer was like, not today, honey. You worked me yesterday. I'm not giving you nothing. Colleges and careers at gmail.com. I'm sorry. My life is so ghetto because I got my whole face in here. I don't even know how to pin this, though. Niece, how do I pin? You know how to pin this? I got my sister put it back up there. I don't know how to pin it, though. You see it, though, Caprina? I don't know how to pin it, child. I'm going to learn for next week, I promise. That's the thing. On this little thing, I don't even know where it says pin. And I feel like if I press something, I'm just going to go off. Like I see a little spark sign. Y'all see it, though? I put it in there, and then my sister did it right above me. So I want to make sure y'all at least have that. And I'm going to learn how to pin. Okay, hold your comment down. Okay. Thank you. Pin a comment. Look at you. You learn something new every day. Thank you. How do you say it? Nishanti? Right? Oh, thank you. I just pinned something. You learn something new every day. Okay. So it's pinned now. Remember, y'all send me emails. Inbox me for my sisters with my nieces that are about to graduate. Okay? Y'all have a good day. And my face all in this thing, honey. Hi, Cassie. How you doing? Okay. Y'all make sure y'all send me emails, all right? And inboxes. Appreciate y'all. Have a great week. How you doing, Cassie? Inbox me, girl, okay? Because I'm about to sign off. All right. Bye-bye. Hi, Savant. You just missed me, girl. I'm about to get up out of here. Yeah, text me, babe. All right, y'all. Good night.